What up, YouTube? Okay, so first of all, I have to say that I am tremendously mad at my domestic violence crew because of how much they double imply. And I already stated it was straightforward 24/7, but it has something to do with Nora, so let me explain something. In my head, they play a whole bunch of games, literally play Let It Come to You, recognize my current physical strength in the situation, and they literally say, I hate you or why I keep you in high school. Because I don't like how you figured out that you're a good kid and you didn't fall for their trap. I mean, their actual trap. A concrete woman simulation. They play your ass for the rest of 4 years. As Omar went through hell, they borrowed told that nigga. The rest of the years, they double implied that he didn't have physical strength. It was horrible, literally. So I told him, straight out, literally. I said, in this world, literally, where I'm exposed to over 30 women, tired of you literally defending solid shit was saying, come versus come this, come versus come that. I said I had enough. Hit me back when you can get women obsessed with you. So on to the subject for this video. It's called a Charlie Mike. Sonny's favorite terms, and it's a code for child molester. Now I know most people don't mean it. Complete misconception that it's a running gag as adults that even officers will admit it that younger girls give them more opportunity because when their age are immature. They don't appreciate much, well as on paper it's actually the exact opposite. The whole rule of a child molester literally is you don't recognize that because he's younger, he's not aware of your traps. I know that mistake has something to do with standard. Older people, a lot older men literally couldn't be up to their standard, probably work their way around women. That is how the problem starts. But we're talking about a flat out one, literally one that's actually on purpose approaching little girls. Are barely born. In fact, literally, there was one liner literally from Arturo, on my channel back in the day when we were actually going to American, that he's like, literally, all those, child molesters and all those people that look for little girls don't know how they do it. Literally, and me at the time, literally, I was never, ever thinking about them. And the problem is, because I wasn't, is the same reason why I'm morally sane. The whole point of that, to let Arturo is weird. Like, he's really weird on my channel, but he's actually, official. It never crossed my mind, and still doesn't to this day. But guess what, lately the cops paying my balls, the lesbian cops paying my balls all the way to the point where they make me recognize lately what's left after not letting me see my woman. After tons and tons of physical strength and self-control, make sure I have multiple women I don't even think about well. And that's crazy lately. So what that is that revolves around my prime of the group home, but not entirely. In the group home, literally, I was smart enough literally to block girls. It kept on teasing me lately and got too far. And the psychology of a child molester literally is you being out of place and out of bounds where it comes to what you're doing in society. You can't go on the playground. What's the whole point? What's the meaning? I actually tried to adapt this shit and play basketball with a Filipino boy that's way younger. That's actually dunking. It took the hit, knowing that I was behind, kept on doing the extracurricular activity. Child molester, just stays oblivious to shit, just goes around literally attacking 24/7. Now I know, there's some secrets behind certain gangs, I'm not gonna snitch. And take pride literally in taking, children and make fun of America. That's not me, that's still fucking weird. But to a gang, a butt is a butt. Like, yeah, that's why you're like a guy's butt. But anyway, the psychology literally of a child molester is that they don't ever why I click two and two together. That I'm too old to be doing this and that. Me, I've been told that I have a problem with watching cartoons at a later age, but I heard that you can make profit off them from this thing called YouTube. Not going to school and calling out game is a big factor in that. The reason literally why Uncle Sonny literally has that as well as his favorite quotes is because he's psychotic. He's like, "Dah, fucker." But you know why he went to jail? Because he was a Charlie Mike. Uncle Sonny, he was a child molester. Anyway, me and Cindy are about to have a kid named Charles, who's based off my favorite antagonist, Charles V. Britannia from Code Geass Solution to Rebellion. And the whole story goes like this. Charles is his dad, who he tries to take down literally season 1, which is the main goal. Then he gets captured at the end of the season, and then we recognize that Luce figures out that he has a gay side. He beats him at the end. Do not feel bad for anybody literally who feels like they get spoiled from Code Geass. It has a really bad reputation where it comes to being entertaining as a whole, because a lot of people say it's cliche. It's gay because of their colors. But in reality, literally, Chris is on point when he talks about this shit. When he talks about Cowboy Bebop, how some people like, Desi, stole scenes. It's really on point where it comes to that shit, but that's the point. Because it's displayed in such an unorthodox manner, literally, people don't like it. Metaphorically, and what I mean, that if you watch Code Geass and you forget what's cliche about it, it gives you a lot of twists and turns. I'll save that for another time. Anyway, where it comes to Charlie Mike, so some people don't mean it. Literally, there's actual levels. Literally, if she teases you and you figure out that cops let you go, that it wasn't intentional. The whole misconception has to do something with you being eloquent and you not getting a six-pack. Hey, I'm on self-defense when it comes to that shit. Because every single Juliet slept with me at my job. I was sleeping, so there's a whole bunch of stuff for that. There was also that time of the convention where I got pissed off. Like I said, white people try to come at me like this shit is big. The actual rule and the superior tyrant rule as a whole. Anyway, this is Eris Lutrix, and this is about CM Mark.